Hey YouTube, I have a short overview for you today. I think I've seen a couple videos on it already, but just want to give you my personal take of the Ars Goetia, which is by Black Letter Press. This is one of the foundational grimoires. It really doesn't need much of an introduction. This is the Book of Spirits that was said to be compiled by Solomon. It is a book that I think every practitioner of the occult should have in their library in some form or another. I used to have a leather-bound version of this. I think it was by Trident Books. That was absolutely stunning. But with most things, you know, you can buy a lot of books for the price of a leather-bound tome. So this book is pretty thick given the subject matter and the content per spirit. I was mentioning before that either you spend hundreds of dollars on a leather-bound edition, or you're basically stuck to a mass-produced paperback or hardcover. So when Black Letter Press announced this book, I knew it was one I wanted to get. A little bit of warning, there will be sigils ahead, so if you're susceptible to that, then you might want to close out. But it starts out with introductions, and then it gives you a lot of context, or a lot of text rather, about the book and different ideas and origins of the authors, and then some names we're familiar with, you know, Dr. Rudd, Reginald Scott, Johannes Weyer, and a lot of other famous people that have written or contributed to high magic, especially with the spirits we're looking at today. And I think probably the first 63 pages of the book are actually the introductory text and thoughts. Two things that really made me want to get this version of the book. I forgot how fun Black Letter Press books are to record with one hand. Is that for each of the spirits, just go back here, it'll give you the Smart/Rudd text, Aries, Dawson Lee, and then Mathers and Crowley. So essentially they're the same paragraphs for each of the spirits, but it gives you their exact words. So I like that, and that's really why the book is so thick, because it does go through and gives you information for each, I guess you could say, author or practitioner's ideas or verbiage, and then it gives you the actual sigils and the variations therein. And this is probably the biggest reason I went with this version of the book, aside from it being a really nice hardcover that's quite affordable. It's roughly $60 to $70. The sigils are extremely clean and very well written. A lot of times in the mass market ones I've had before, they've just been scanned with super low quality and they're blurry, but these are exceptionally clear, which is very important. Obviously some of the spirits have more information in them than others. Some of them are just a page and a half. Some of them have lengthier paragraphs. But if you're familiar with Black Letter Press and what they do and what they produce as far as quality, then this continues to meet the mark. One little sidebar, completely unrelated to Black Letter Press, that I wanted to go into was these oracle cards that I got a couple weeks ago. If you're into Goetic spirits, this might be up your alley too if you haven't heard of it. But it's Demon of the Day by Travis McHenry. And again, they're not tarot cards, they are oracle cards. where you can draw one whenever you want on a daily basis or as needed, and it will give you some guidance from that spirit. If you want to pause it there, it's how you could use these cards. You can pick these up at most occult stores or on Amazon if you prefer, for $13-14. They are labeled on each side so you know what you're going to get, so I usually just look away or close my eyes when I use them, and then you can pull up one of the cards. Maintaining your health leads to long life. Yeah, so that was actually something I was thinking about earlier, so that is noted. Thank you. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Hope you at least found the eye candy enjoyable this morning. I do really want to get the other Black Letter Press books on occult philosophy, books 1 through 4, and maybe do a review on those in the future. But as always, thanks for watching, and hope you have a good day.